drinks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wednesday night, baby. Little midweek
Show
action.
88, man. Show 88.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's not a show. 3 seasons, though, 3 seasons. I was hoping that we could push it up to like 90 or 100, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Shit happens.
Hey man, we had a lot of eps, but we've outlasted a couple HBO shows, so can't be too upset.
Hey, listen, I'm just blessed to be able to do this, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it, man. Talk about some of the things that's been going on. Like yesterday, I hit you about the McDonald's All American game, and you was just like, you just kept it real. You was like, oh brother, hard to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, damn, B, or I had me and Tiny together, he falling asleep, barely staring up, like, yo, this is hard to watch, Pool. Like these
All
dudes.
of them wearing Nike shoes with the Adidas jerseys on.
Yeah. It's just a different time, man. Just a different time.
I also
And
think it's a different unfortunately it's a different game than what it used to be, that McDonald's game. That luster of how special that was. I mean, I used to stop everything and make
yeah,
sure I watched the 3-point contest, the dunk contest. I even made sure I watched the girls' side too. Like I was locked into that game on both ends, and I always was such a fan of that game because I knew, especially just being around the Long Island guys and a little bit of the city, how much it means to guys in our area to be in that game, man.
yeah, yeah.
It's a huge accomplishment, and I just feel like it's almost become just another game, Pooh. Crazy to say.
Now, I do agree with the fact that last year there was a lot of complaints about the kids, not playing hard, not playing any defense. So this year they was gonna play a lot of defense.
Yeah.
But with saying that, man, it was just a lot of turnovers, just a ton of missed shots,
A
wide
lot
open
of
shots.
pull up, a lot of one man pull up jump shots in transition that just, I mean, they must have missed like at one point in the third quarter, like 6 or 7 straight pull up threes, like from the from the same guys, and I was like, whoa, this is getting rough.
And like I told you, at one point I couldn't tell who was the best player in the country. Like who was the best players. Like
Well, a lot of people were saying that too, Pooh. That's such a good point. Is like you could see in the chat because a lot of times what I do, Pooh, is instead of watching it on the main thing, is I'll see the alternate broadcast, and I was watching that on YouTube, and
right.
all the chat kept saying was, "Is this is the number one player?" People that had seen Stokes for the first time, and it was like they were so upset that he was coming in with all this hype as the number one guy, and he just looked like a normal guy in the crowd with the rest of them. No one was really sticking out too much, uh, really separating themselves, right, Pooh? It was kind of just like everybody was kind of mixed and matched. I mean, Crow had some good moments. I thought Jordan Smith did too, but overall, and Caleb Holt. But overall, it was, tough game, I thought.
Jordan Smith has some good moments as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let's talk about our New York guys. Rippy, which I love the fact that they had Brooklyn, New York instead of New Jersey. I knew where he was from. I think they gave him a ton of promotion. That halftime interview was awesome.
Yeah.
They highlighted him as well. The Twins, only Darius played.
Yeah.
And
Darius got some good shine, I thought. He got some looks, he got some touches, he made some plays, hit some shots. Didn't really get to showcase what we've seen him at his A+. And what some people have seen on NBA TV. You remember he went like 7 for 7 from three in one of those games. But yeah, just special to see those two guys, and your man Josiah Jervis getting some minutes too, and was throwing Rippy, I think the dunk contest ball. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was cool to see those two guys.
I just felt that, with that matchup between JJ Andrews and Josiah, for some reason it just seemed like JJ Andrews is going at Josiah every chance he got. I didn't know what first thing that was going on. Maybe Josiah lit him up in the practice. I don't know.
I think that comes from the EYBL circuit days. I think that's a little.
That's right. Oh yeah, they did play against each other in the championship. Yeah. Makes sense.
And if you've seen JJ Andrews, the kid definitely has a little notebook of everybody that he's after, man. That you can tell that guy plays with a purpose.
Yeah, man. Yeah. CK, what up? What else, CK?
The man.
What's going on? Hey, Dayon Merritt, what's going on, brother? Yep.
By the way, are we gonna address the rumor that got Pooh today on April 1st? Come on, man. You're a social media vet by now, brother. Come on now.
Listen, it was passed around. Of course, I didn't promote it.
You weren't the only one that sent it to me, so don't worry about it. You weren't the only guy who took that bait, but I was just like, when Pooh sent it to me, I said, no, they got my guy, man. They got my guy. Come on.
Listen, you got to address everything that's out there. This is why I sent to you to make sure it was good. I sent to somebody else.
It's been a wild year, Pooh. It's been a wild year. You're not wrong.
We called up to Nike and it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. We want to make sure that our programs are in good shape. We have a kid going there from TDJ, our guy DJ Sebastian. So, we just want to make sure nothing like that comes up.
False rumors, baby. False rumors.
Mr. Fake news. Yeah.
TTK.
I just was like, yo, check this out. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Yo, we're saying that, man. Yo, let's start the show, brother.
Let's go.
No doubt. Show number 88.
88.
Season 3, baby. 88 was a good year. That's right. Flat top. Oh, I don't have a flat top. All right, tell you. Peace. Hey, man, it's that time of the year, man. Where, we got to piss some people off. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I call it the time to piss some people off. Can't leave out the year without doing that. Yeah, and listen, I understand why people stay away from rankings and putting kids in order. Let's just give people an understanding why people stay away and shy away from things that I just go head first into.
Oh yeah, like me. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta tell you, it's so wild, the obsession with parents and rankings, especially at such, even at the young ages. You see these kids ranked in 5th and 6th grade, and people will say, oh yeah, I don't care about it, but their parents will be the first kid to say, oh yeah, Pooh, my guy's ranked in the so and so, even though we really don't care about that. But you bring it right up, so it definitely means a lot to these parents. I know the kids, it means a lot too, but listen, this is just a way for a lot of guys in the media to showcase multiple kids instead of Pooh just saying, hey, I'm gonna give an MVP award, a sixth man award, and a a rookie of the year. That's it. That's highlighting 3 kids out of the entire city, right?
Yep.
So the way I see it with Pooh is like, even though I even may disagree with you about like the rankings of who you have where, and like we'll collaborate on it, it's still we're highlighting 20 kids to me. So that's how I always view it. I hope kids that aren't on it view it as motivation. Like I always say, let it fuel you, write it down, let it piss you off. And if you're on it, just appreciate it.
It is what it is.
There you go. That's
You
the real
know,
answer.
trust me. I have a crew of people who I kind of vent the list through, you know, just to make sure it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Um, and again, I'm
And that's where
always
you deserve credit, Pooh.
I,
That you,
I'll have the final say.
yeah.
I'll take considerations. I'll have the final say.
You'll change
Um,
stuff too, though, if it makes sense when you hear it through multiple people. A lot of these guys will be like, "Well, when I saw him, he did this," and it's like, listen, if you have multiple people giving you that information, it's probably what you should go with.
and for me, I'm a little bit different. I'm
There
all about what you do in front of me.
you go.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, you always say I gotta be able to see you to even put you in the running. That's one of your phrases. You always live by that, and you've always said that. So, you know.
And I always leave a space for a 3A candidate
Mhm.
and a single A candidate on the Catholic school end.
Yeah. And
Now,
listen, like, let's be honest, how much love at times, throughout the past 2 years, especially with how good they've been. The 2A and the single A and the PSAL and the B have had some really good players. You know what I mean? A bunch of them have come up and leveled up and actually taken over higher level spots, which is great to see. Like we saw Cam Boyd kind of come up and do his thing, and Justin Rodriguez came up to Canarsie. So, don't act like we're sleeping on those lower levels. There's definitely some good kids in there. It's just hard to crack those top lists.
just speaking of Cam Boyd, and I want to say JJ Addison, who was in the top 20 the
Yeah.
first half of the year. They didn't make it the second half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm just going to point out those two in particular. Not saying they aren't good ball players, but to have the team that they had and couldn't carry their team to a decisive win. And I'm talking about being in when the lights are on and you got to
Yeah.
get your team to the next level. If you can't generate 30 or 40 points without being double teamed, like these guys was it. You know what I'm saying? It was like
They
box
were,
one with the
they
throwing on them a
were,
double team.
yeah, they were solid, not extraordinary, which is
Right.
what you're trying to find. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And a lot of these guys, like you even said, were on that list in the top 20 because they could potentially have that opportunity to really shine. And I think these guys definitely did. And if they're not in the top 20, they're definitely close. But you're right; it's a tough list to crack. A lot of guys really stepped up this year.
Listen, a lot of guys stepped up this year. I had, a couple of my guys who's not even they're on the basketball scene, but these are guys who I respect who stay hitting and don't like their names mentioned. Um, you know, I think this kid is a little bit better than this kid. And I say, yeah, you may think so,
Yeah.
right? But given the circumstances that this kid didn't play in this upper echelon of talent every day.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot of factors, right, Pooh?
Yeah, that can't happen.
Yeah, who you played, your opportunity, what, like you said, what you're facing every night, what you were expected from your team, a lot of things.
Listen, I remember this. Malloy Naismith, future, New York City legend, street basketball legend. When he was at Monroe, he averaged like 38, 40. But that was in the B division back then.
Yeah.
Right? So you had the B, the A division, and you know, I remember those things of, you know, for separation. Um, and could he play with the top notch? Yes, because he played with me in my AAU team.
Yeah.
But sometimes those things can hinder you if you're not doing against the same talent every night. But then when you play against that upper echelon of talent, can you carry your team to the next level to kind
Yeah.
of even the playing field?
I kind of like the way that he had the approach was, you know, I kind of got to be the man on my high school team. And then in the spring, you know, I kind of show my skills as a piece, you know, surrounded by some other guys. I kind of like that
He was
approach.
kicking a lot of butt, and I mentioned
Yeah.
him to say that he should have been, you know, mentioned up there with, you know, the top up echelon. We knew, but far as, you know, the papers and all of those other things, I think sometimes you get snubbed in that sense. But if you're not averaging 38 like Malloy,
Yeah.
then it's easy to go, you don't deserve to be ranked that high.
Yeah, man. You always say it, you know, if you want to prove that, you know, you're one of those guys, dominate where you're at. You know, make it so crazy that you almost have to leave. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. So we're saying that, yeah, I think we should get into some of this stuff. But hold on for a sec. Hold on.
Sorry, our show mascot's a little squirrely tonight.
Yeah, say what's up. Let me see, pick
He's
up.
running around. I just threw her.
Oh man, that
See if
was
she
good
circles
though.
back.
Yes. Yeah, so you know, we're just gonna give a little intro to this top 20
Let's
with a
do it,
blast
fool.
from the past.
You've been working on this, my guy. Let's drop it. Let's get some controversy. Let's get you on some hate lists, and I'll be right there with you, my man.
There you go. That's
as
fact.
Pooh goes into hibernation and I hit the circuit as a free target for everybody.
This is real. This is real. Yeah.
Oh man.
Big dreams. Do the damn thing, baby. Brooklyn. That's style.
What you gonna do?
The nation. We here, baby. We here.
All right. We are definitely here. Okay, so this is what we did, right? I'm gonna do the top 20, and then we'll get into the player of the year. For those that don't know, Rich Henry, what up? Yo, Rich was another one of those players. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, yeah, for sure. You gotta look, in order to be in the upper echelon of that top 10, if you're in the top 20, you good.
Yeah.
Right? You good. My thing is I'm weighing the strength of schedule, who you did it against, and how you did it.
And in the big moments, you always talk about that too. Like in the play, that's why you always, especially you always want to wait till everything's done before you drop anything.
Yeah. That's and I apologize, B, because I never got that PSL list back up. Because every time I put it in to the
right, it comes out wrong. I know. And I must have did it like 100 times, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe people won't notice. And like the first Gary Irvin right off the bat was like, he's so and so don't go to Eagle. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Chase definitely got an opportunity, and I said, look, you know, a lot of seniors didn't get a chance to make it this year. If you're still in school, you got a chance next year.
Listen, and it's prep time, man. The prep rumors are going crazy, but you know what, Pooh? If you're ready, drop that list, baby.
No doubt. So I'm just gonna run off the first two names, right? And there is no way in a Jamaican bobsled t-shirt that these two are not 1 and 2. I don't care what anybody say. Yo, he didn't play enough games. Yo, one of them didn't do this. One of them didn't do that. Listen, if you're 7 feet and have the skills that these kids possess, and they were on another team and got to shoot 30 times a game, they will be number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
We seen what they did against some of the best players in the country. We seen them shine in great moments.
Yeah.
We seen them do damage right in front of our eyes, have total control of the game, and carry their team to victory. And we're talking about no other than the Ratliff twins, right? How do you have 2 7-footers in New York City going to USC, total domination? You know, one could be a point guard to bring the ball up court.
Who I think they're the future of basketball, man.
Man, people can say what they want, right? The skills level on these kids is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
So they will go in our 1 and 2 places.
Bam. Pretty good start.
Pick your poison. Pick your poison.
Pretty good start.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, Batman? What are you going to say?
Listen, 2 McDonald's All-Americans, 2 special guys, 3-time champs, special players.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So that's who will be in our 1 and 2 spots. And you're going to be like, well, Pooh, which one is number 1? Which number is number 2? Well, said Donis, number 1, Darius, number 2. Just my preference. Flip it around. Flip around. It don't make a difference.
Yeah. I was going to say, you probably go Adonis, Darius. I probably go Darius, Adonis. But, like, it's so close. And like you said, it's literally a preference.
That's a fact.
They're both special, man. Special.
Yeah, we all started with the top 20 self-made. I'm not giving you the whole list at once. Pause. You want it all at once. Nah. You got to stick around for this, baby.
Who knows what to do?
DK, tell him it makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense.
Listen, if we're in the playground, they're getting picked pretty quick.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So let's talk about number 3. Number 3, of course, more controversy. Now, again, people could say what they want to say. They could do what they want to do. But we seen them all. We seen them all. We seen these kids grow up right in front of our eyes.
For a long time. A lot of these guys have been on the varsity court a long time.
Yeah. For sure. And who I said came in number 3. For sure. This kid played with a slew of freshmen. Frustrated in the beginning of the year. Just like him coming in playing with Josh Pasquarelli, right? Via Anthony and those guys to be able to carry his team as far as they can carry it with some 14-year-olds. Still dominate the Catholic School League. I think he led the Catholic School League in scoring.
Probably in rebounding too. Probably rebounds too.
You cannot deny this young man his props.
A lot of production, my friend. A lot of production, a long career. And
that's a fact.
could be a star at the next level. But definitely a great pick for the top 5. And man, what a player. The Catholic League is definitely going to miss Big O.
What a career.
Monster career.
Big O at number 3.
It's a great pick.
Now, again, who cares about what you think? Because I'm not here to make you happy. I'm going to be the first one to let you know. I'm not here to make you happy. That's not why I do what I do, right? Some people is like, I don't want to have anyone against me. I don't want to have people judge what I'm doing. Oh, well. If you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen.
Exactly. I mean, did you see some of these companies when Tiger got in trouble? Don't post anything about the DUI. Why? Because it's not news? Because you're trying to stay in good favor with Tiger? I mean, come on. Are you a journalist or are you a buddy of these guys?
All right.
I know who that is.
Coming in hot at number 4. Coming in hot at number 4. Woo! To bury the shot. The PSAL Player of the Year. Listen. Again, people can say what they want. This kid came up here from Nebraska and showed that he could compete with the best in New York City.
I don't think he ever been on the train before.
No, listen. This kid had a conversation with this young man. I was most impressed. We're at the class crown dinner. And let me tell you something. This kid is ready to come back as the #1 player in New York. The way his mind is at. B, all those things you were saying, those quirkiness on the court, those facial expressions, the way I got to check that. Without him even saying, like, once he said, I was like, yeah. He knew the things he had to work on to be the player that he needs to be.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny, Pooh. You see it in a lot of different sports, too, as, I've been able to coach a lot of sports. I was watching, just an example, like the Mets starter. They have a young starter, right? And he came out and he started walking guys and he started doing, getting too excited, too amped up, Pooh. And he realized after he gave up too many walks and gave up some runs, like, what am I doing? I'm not playing like myself, and I think that's something that Lee sometimes gets a little distracted by some of that stuff. But when he's going, Pooh, he is absolutely dangerous. Such a super athlete. Fills up the stat sheet and is just in the perfect place for him. Like you said, I think he's going to get even better next year.
Salute to Lee Robinson.
No doubt.
Coming in hot.
Just keep working, Lee Robinson, and focus on those free throws, man. You're going to be a megastar.
No doubt. Now, number 5 gets even crazier, B. I'm going to wait till I get there to share this, right?
I like this. This core 4 is pretty tough, man. I would definitely roll into battle with this 4.
Listen. Hold on for a sec. Hold on for 1 sec. This is what I always talk about the kids and their Instagrams, right? But we gonna get there because this is something that this kid has earned, right? We talking about one of your favorite players. Hold on. Let him up, B. Let the world see let the world see the mascot, man.
She's fired up, man. She's fired up.
She
wants
that's
to hear
right.
number 5. She wants to hear number 5.
All right, so we gonna get to number 5 right now. Hold up. Okay, I got it. Got it.
Who you got, baby? Who you got? I want to see this top five. I think we're off to a great start. I can't make any arguments yet.
Now, people may say, why is he number 5?
Yeah.
This kid broke his hand, came back. So, but what did he do when he come back? Right? I'm not gonna penalize a kid because they got injured.
Yeah.
It's when I show up and you perform well in front of me, what do you do?
And when did he perform in front of you? When was he massive?
That's a fact.
I mean, he turned this team into a different team. I mean, pushed them over the top. Who hit the free throws?
Man, listen, you can say what you want, but Amir Cummings turned himself into one of the top players in the city, one of the most versatile players in the city, defensive minded, and we talking about doing everything, all aspects of the game, being able to pass, dribble, shoot, rebound, defend, and carry the load of the team to the next level and get to the promised land.
And Pooh, let's call it what it is. You know, as we've kind of seen this over the years. In any other year, this guy would already be signed as a Division I player. You know, you and I both know that without the injuries, without the time and the portal, this guy would already be scooped up. And, you know, I've heard some rumors that he may end up doing a prep year this year. I got to tell you, whoever grabs this young man and signs him is going to get a great player with a lot of upside who just knows how to win, man. This guy is an impact kid right away. And, you know, whether you're giving him 3 minutes or 20, it's going to be, you know, an impact minute every time he's on there.
When the lights are at its brightest,
right?
He showed up. This kid accepted the fact that he didn't make the all-city team for me last year. This kid accepted the fact that he didn't play as well as he wanted to play last year.
Yeah.
And made up for it tremendously. When it came time for the playoffs, when it came time for the end of the season, he was right there leading his team.
First guy to hit a three, getting big steals, willing to get the ball in big moments. I mean, had his best probably 3 weeks of basketball as a high school player the last 3 weeks of the season. Really hard to argue. I mean, Amir Cummings just fantastic finish to the senior year.
No doubt. So I wonder if he will get a St. Bonaventure offer. Damon Cates.
There's rumors he's going to 2027, CK. That's what I've been kind of told by some people. So we're seeing what's going on with him right now.
Yeah, for sure. So this next player could have easily went number 5. Easily. One of our favorite players in the whole city. Dominant. Again, watching him dominate some games and then knowing since he got such a great supporting cast around himself.
Sounds like another Stepanak superhero.
Man, Mr. Unstoppable himself, man.
The Florida man. I'm so excited to see this young man at the next level, Pooh. I'm sorry, Joff. I'm such a fan of Mr. Unstoppable. Go ahead, though, because give this kid his flowers. He deserves them, man.
Listen, this kid right here is really, really, again, peace. Mike Walker, our God, peace, brother, peace.
The cameraman.
No doubt. More than that, it's a good friend both of us for sure.
The greatest.
Hassan Karesi. Now, again, I could have been real. I really could have just put him at number 5. I really could have put him. I could have put all step players 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 easily.
Yeah, and it's insane. Like, I'm gonna say this, and it's so insane. It's so insane because they've had so many good kids, right? So many amazing players. But between him, Danny, Jervis, and RJ Davis, obviously the Griffin guys were ridiculous. But those 4 guards are like on my Mount Rushmore of Stepanak guards. And I'll put Mr. Unstoppable in there, man. 4-time champ, heading to Fordham. I mean, could be the best player in the league any given night. Really does everything. A walking triple-double. And, just like we always talk about, gets better and better and better the tougher the game. I mean, what a tremendous talent. And one of my favorites, man. A Catholic League legend, dude. I mean, a big-time career that a lot of guys will never even come close to. The wins, the awards. I mean, you name it, this kid's done it.
Me being
Pooh disconnected right there. He'll come right back. He'll sign back on. But I think Mr. Unstoppable is just one of these guys that's going to continue to ascend. He might even climb this list by the end. Big time player. Pooh, what were you saying?
Oh, nah, I think I messed up.
Oh, no, Pooh, I can't hear you.
Go out, come back in. Mike, let me know if you can hear me. Go back out and come back in. My bad, B.
Let me see. I'll go back in. I can't hear you.
All right. If you can hear me in the chat, You can hear me?
I got you now. We're back.
All right, cool. My bad.
You're all good. We were at Hassan Karesi. You were wrapping up Mr. Unstoppable.
Yes.
How he's been great.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Look, yeah, just and I was saying, like, both leagues, right? PSL, Catholic School League, right? When doing a list like this, you got to make sure that you're not saying to yourself, well, I got to get a Catholic School League, I got to get a public school league, right? But you got to make sure that those kids are in their rightful place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And again, that's right. He definitely is a real one.
PSA legend, baby.
Now, again, you got to put him in some kind of order. This doesn't mean that I'm saying that, that Amir's way better than Hassan. No. Or this player is way better than this one. It's just the order of operations where I see them at the time.
And listen, Pooh, guess what? It's your list, baby. Who cares?
Yeah. Every year I got.
Who's next, big dog? Who we got, man? Because you're off to a hot start.
All right.
Where's he going next?
Man, okay. This kid right here, definitely another Catholic school kid. Because I told you I'm not just trying to just put people up there just because they're from a certain league, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did I get this right?
By the way, did you see Brandon Stores in the portal today?
Yes. Kind of knew that was going to happen. We all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, man. He's been waiting to get unleashed, man. Got to get that court.
For sure. Okay. Coming in hot. At number 7, Mr. Malik Fields himself.
Oh, wow.
another kid who been consistent throughout his career. Finished up strong. Ended up with a Division I scholarship. Is going to be a definite good piece for Quinnipiac. I think, and if he goes in with the mindset that he's going to be a defensive stopper and let his offense evolve from that, we know what kind of shooter he can be. We know what kind of rebounder he can be. But I think this kid has gotten his body together physically, got his mind right mentally, even when things aren't going his way. Helped lead his team along with some young guys who came in the end. And this could have easily been, a Bryce Yancey or the big fella.
Yeah,
right?
and Hayes could have been a disaster this year, right? We saw them at times have some really bad games with a lot of head scratching stuff, but Fields kind of kept them all together. He sacrificed a ton to let these younger guys kind of shine, and he's had so many big moments. We saw him last year take over the playoffs, and once again just had such a massive year. Some other media guys even had him as one of the players of the year for them. Just such a decorated kid and a kid from the PSAL too. So, a kid who had a great journey, gonna be a star. As you watch Quinnipiac start to lose guys into the portal, you're just like, hey, Malik Fields is gonna slide right into one of these roles and develop. Him and Ty Turnage should be a nice combo next year.
Most definitely. I think out of all the players in the city, him and Johnny Mag kind of sacrificed their game the most for the betterment.
But don't you think it made them even better players?
Yes.
Right? I thought it even elevated
they could have became very selfish and self-centered.
Yeah. But I think it showed that they could lift the play of others, which, is a rare trait to have in basketball.
That's a fact. You have to be able to adjust even when everybody expected you to do something different.
Yeah, and you always say it, talking about college, like everybody could score, dude. What else can you do? How else are you gonna team? And Fields is starting to show that he can in a lot of different ways. Nice top 7, Pooh. Sharp start, man. I got no arguments here. I got one argument, but I'm going to be smart and not a lunatic and let my man finish the list to show his little style on the end of it. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I want you to speak. I want you to speak your
mind.
No,
you know what I mean, because I know the list, man. I know the list. I'm joking around. Guys are going, wait a minute, where's so-and-so, But we'll wait on that.
Number 8.
Number
8. Okay. There's been arguments that this guy was supposed to be the player of the year.
Talk to me.
There's been some arguments that this guy's supposed to be player of the year, the PSAL.
Oh yeah.
Right? Hold on, where are you?
And with this year, that could be a couple different guys.
Yes. Yes. So number 8, coming in number 8, Rich Jackson, Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, Pooh's stirring up that pot. Man, I got to tell you, Rich Jackson was explosive this year. At times, Pooh, I mean, how high was he on this list at times when you watched him play, right?
He was at one time he was the number 1 player in the PSL.
He was the most volatile guy on this list to me. At times, you could watch him and he might be even outside the top 20, or he could be, like you said, even in the top 4, top 3. I mean, he's got that kind of talent. And, I mean, when this guy gets it going, nobody in the league could get it going like Rich Jackson. I mean, so good to see him healthy this year. Only criticisms, because we always keep it real on this show.
Yeah.
The only reason he's not higher on this list wasn't great in the playoff games. That was it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I thought he had an unbelievable season. I mean, 30 points a game is absurd in that league.
But this is what we talk about, right?
Yeah.
And people gotta understand the method to our madness is We're not saying that the regular season doesn't mean much. But the playoffs, you make your name in the playoffs. You make your career. You become a legend in the playoffs.
Who you separate yourself in the top 10 in the playoffs. That's what you do.
That's a fact.
Amir Cummings is in the top 5. Why? Because of the playoffs.
That's a fact. Yeah, being able to carry his team to the chip, baby, and win it for the first time.
Correct.
Making history.
Huge. In the biggest moment.
Yes.
But yeah, and listen, because Rich Jackson maybe didn't come through in those moments. I mean, he was so big for Jeff. He had such a big year. No doubt top 10 guy. And I can't wait to see where his next stop is because he's going to be a bucket wherever he's at.
Now, this next player.
I can't wait to round out this top 10, man. 9-10 is going to be crazy. There's some guys you haven't mentioned yet. There's some big hitters, man.
Yeah, man. This is
It's
a crunch
tough
time.
list, man.
For sure. For sure. So, this is number 9, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Number 9. We stand up in the BX, man.
Could it be the Denim Man?
Yes.
Let's let these guys enjoy these highlights for a second. I got to check out our mascot.
I thought Denim redeemed himself in this game. He didn't have a great city championship.
No, but what a season, Pooh, and you're
Yes.
right. A little similar to Rich Jackson. We also didn't talk about Rich Jackson also transferred, from a Bishop Loughlin.
Yeah.
Two ending up at Jefferson after Eagle. And Denim was from LaSalle, a low level. I mean, talk about a guy who's really, come a long way on the journey, and a guy who totally would have been in the top 5, I think, maybe where Ace is if he doesn't just have those couple struggles in the playoffs. He wasn't too good in the championship at Queens. And, he even said it himself. He struggled at St. John's, but he's such a humble kid. He roots his team on. He brings so much energy. He could score. And, his kind of jump in development, I think, gave a lot of those guys confidence that they could do it too,
I totally agree, B. I totally agree. Denim is definitely one of those ones. And, of course, in some lists, he's top 5.
Of course, man. Like you said, Pooh is such a component, a guy who values the playoffs, and it's almost like a force multiplier for him. And, listen, that's the only knock against him. Other than that, he was great this year, huge for Eagle, and definitely a top 10 guy on this list now with an exciting future. For
sure.
Wrap up that top 10, man. What a top 10 to be in, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
These programs are all legit too.
Listen, this kid right here, really, for me, just personally, he had a really, really, really good transition to make, right? And it worked out in his favor because I don't think most kids would have been able to do what was asked of him being in his situation. But knowing the coach that he had or have kind of helped him propel himself to this point. So hold on for 1 second.
Number 10.
Yes. We're gonna go right to it. Are you? Okay, we're gonna do it just like this. Number 10, who I felt like transitioned into one of the top point guards in the city. and sacrificing his game a lot. We had him on the show, Mr. AJ Moody.
Mm. And Pooh, this guy has been one of your favorites. You have been telling me how important this guy is to this program for many years.
Yeah.
He's Coach Irvin's project that he has turned into a point guard machine. And, this kid is just going to continue to get better. I think we're just seeing the start of AJ Moody, honestly. Another kid I can't wait to see running a team at the next level. But yeah, I mean, he had a monster year, and I love that you got him in the top 10.
I watched this kid transform his game like no other. This kid having, 10, 12, even 14 assists in some games, which I was so amazed at because I know this kid to be a scoring guard. And for him to transition into the player that he has become, I'm so proud of this kid. He has so much on his back. He's playing with a lot of young players, playing with a lot of kids who, in the next few years, we're going to be hearing these guys' names. But AJ definitely transformed his game into a top 10 player in New York City.
Shout out AJ.
He made number 10.
It only took us 50 minutes, Pooh, for the top 10, man. Pooh getting all dramatic out here. But, man, I love it. Beautiful top 10. Going to create some controversy as always, but I respect it a lot, man. I think a lot of these kids worked really hard and deserve these props.
Hey, look. Put it in the comments. That's what I say. Put it in the comments. That's it. That's all you got to do is put it in the comments, and then, we can go from there. But number 11, who I feel, again, we're going to see a lot of next year. I'll tell you some things that's transpiring behind the scenes, which is going to make him have to step up even more. Johnny the Gun. Okay. You hear me? You hear me, B? B, you hear me?
Boom.
Okay. I just want to make sure you hear me. You hear me?
I got you.
Okay, good. Johnny Magna. Magna.
The Gun.
Again, at number 11, for sure. Let me see if we getting any hate already. Okay. We got some people popping in. I said, okay, some fire emojis. Okay.
I got to tell you, Magna, though, really had a special year. And you talk about sacrificing. Talk about a guy who said, hey, let a lot of people transfer, let a lot of people do this, let a lot of people hate. I'm staying at CTK. I'm rocking with my guys. And not only did he become a star, he made those two sophomores next to him stars. Future's super bright at CTK. And, man, did LaSalle get a steal, man.
And he was smart. He did it early.
Yep.
He did
it's
it
just
early.
a vision. It's a beautiful vision on both ends. It's a perfect match. And, I think he's going to be great for that program.
No doubt. All right. Next up, we're going to get this rolling. We're going to get this over with, B.
We good? Number 12, baby. Who we got?
All net. Guess who it is?
Oh, is that the big man from Cross?
That is the sophomore from Cross. Sophomore sensation who showed why he's definitely one of the top players in the city. And I think this summer he'll show everybody why he's one of the top players in the country.
I agree, Pooh. I was just going to say, this is the guy who maybe makes a national jump this offseason in 2028. A lot of big expectations, really stepped up at times. And like we talked about, we saw the flashes of a killer, right, Pooh? But we want to see it over and over, man. We want to see him continue to take over games. And he's just going to continue to ascend in a great program. Definitely a guy to buy stock on immediately.
For sure. Hey, Mike, I agree with you. I know this is about AJ. I'm just putting it up. Definitely
No doubt.
underrated for sure, but his growth was steady throughout the year. That's right. Throughout the year that you covered him, and I seen that.
I agree, no doubt, Mike. 100% about Mr. Moody. But Wilson coming in at 12. Can't wait to see where he's on this list next year. Expect a massive summer from the young man, turning heads on the EYBL. Peyton Wilson buys stock now.
Yes.
Number 13, baby.
All right. Hold on.
Who's got highlights of every number on here, baby? You're not getting left out.
Just trying to make it special for them, man. We got the pod, so
I love it.
It's easy to kind of do this.
That's right.
Here we go. And right after this kid right here impressed me so much. This kid right here, Mr. Swagoo himself.
How about that? How about that, man? Talk about a kid who I continue to say makes me eat it for not putting him on the top players on the all-league list. He had such a big year for CTK. I can't wait to see what he's doing in the summer. I hope I see him somewhere on the 17s would be great. I know Pooh is demanding it. I'll be happy if I see it.
And I want to say, you gotta say pause on them making you eat it, because that was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. But
well, listen, man, he is for not putting him on that list, man. He continues to look incredible.
Yes. Great job,
what a play,
Mr. Ragu. And people don't realize we got two sophomores back to back at 12 and 13.
Couple babies right there, man.
Peyton Wilson and Skylar Ragu.
Faces of the league coming up.
Right. Yes, for sure. Okay.
The big 1-4. Who we got, man? Closing in on the top 15. So people on the edge of their seats wondering they're going to be on it.
Man, so let me see. Let me just guess what you just ask you real quick. Who did I leave off?
Well, think I can see. I'm hoping it's the big man, the Dolphin, the future Dolphin. I hope I'm seeing in these clips.
Yes.
How good has he been? How good has his development over the past couple of years at Eagle? I mean, this kid easily could be a guy who fell off the map and did not turn into a player. But boy, has he become one. Holy smokes.
Again, this is why Kevin Hamilton is one of the top coaches and one coach of the year this year. His coaching staff, they do a great job with developing players. This kid, Hunter Frazier, has been one of the most improved players throughout the years. And he is one of the reasons why that Eagle Brooklyn got back to the championship. He didn't have a good championship.
Correct.
He had a great regular season, a great playoff run. So had to make sure that he got there. He moved a couple of spots down because he was up as far as number 11.
Yeah, and that just shows, that you're keeping it active, you're keeping it real. And, Hunter was fantastic. He had a great career at Eagle, kind of the definition of what they're about, of taking guys and developing them the right way. And, took his time and was behind a ton of talented players that he kind of had to sit and really didn't, had to wait his turn.
Yeah.
But took advantage once he got his shot, stayed the course. A great example of if you're in the right place and they believe in you, you're going to do it. And, he'll be at Lemoyne next year, creating the pipeline, Eagle doing their thing.
For sure.
15, baby.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Let's go with this right here.
Talk to me.
Yes, sir. We're going to go. Look, this kid right here is definitely one one of the best big men in the whole city, one of the greatest passers and rebounders in the whole city. And he's going to make a college coach very happy. Javon Webb.
And Pooh, I've even heard some crazy rumors. I mean, if this kid goes to 2027, he could go anywhere in the country, I think. I mean, what a ready-made product, a kid who could just have a great impact on the game. You know, people always talk about what you can't do. This kid could do anything on the court. I mean, he's just untapped potential. He's going to continue to ascend. I'm a huge fan. I know you are too. We've really liked his game. And, you know, to see him kind of come back in the play, you know, towards the end of the year, come back from injury, and really lift Scanlon, I mean, all the way to where they made it. It's nice to see him on this list.
Man, for me, I had to get over the fact that, you know, this kid can do everything. He's not just a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid, he eats rebounds. We sat there in the gym and was like, damn, he's already at double-digits rebounds, and it's still a first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, 8 rebounds at a quarter, you know, 13, 14 at a half. I mean, and he could really pass. I mean, he starts the breaks like Kevin Love used to at UCLA. I mean, really smart player. Really smart.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
No doubt Mike Ragu is a monster, brother.
Yeah, for sure. Scored at 3 levels. No ceiling. And y'all, I'm gonna call you after you get off the show because I don't want to mention it off the show, but you know, I hear things, man. I hear things.
Oh yeah. Crazy stuff going on about Mr. Webb. One of the most talked about kids right now.
Yeah, and Mr. Swagoo too. But we'll get there. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get there. Now, this where again, this kid right here, man. This kid showed to prove why he is definitely one of the top talents in the city.
Top 16, baby.
He could have easily been, you know, I could see him next year getting to the top 10 for sure. But man, look at the smile on this kid. Look at this kid.
Who you got?
Mr. Romeo.
Oh, man.
Our guy, Ty Boogie.
What a decorated player already, man. I mean, gonna go down as a P. And, you know, it's like, I hope people don't, like, think I'm joking when I talk about these guys. I mean, they're going to be records. These guys are record-setting players when I say this. Like, you know, like, oh, like Hassan Karesi's on the Mount Rushmore. He's an all-time great. He is an all-time great. Tyler Romeo, if he does another year and wins a championship at Achievement First, I mean, come on, that would be historic. They already won back-to-back.
Yeah.
Before he's even a senior. I mean, some of these guys are having fantastic careers. Love that you had him in here. And, I mean, if you don't believe he's not top 20, watch my guy in the freaking, you know, in the playoffs. Holy smokes.
And this move went viral last spring. So crazy. Got over 100,000 views. And he just showed, this is why they call him Ty Boogie, and finishes so strong. But for him to finish out his junior year city champion and MVP, when last year he didn't perform well.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure that he was definitely the best player on the floor.
And helped them win the Catholic League Challenge. The only
undisputed.
Nuts.
And with saying that, I'm glad you went there.
His running mate, his opponent back there, it smells good. Is that what you're saying?
Huh?
Something smells good?
No. I was just saying the fact that we going to the undisputed game because this kid, for sure, one of my favorite guys in the whole city, definitely deserve all his flowers and be on the list, but I had to, just because of that battle between him and Tyler, he fell. Not fell because actually he was actually number 19 when we first started this list and moved up to
Listen,
number 17.
that's what I was saying. I was smelling something, boo. I thought I smelled some soul food over there, baby.
That's right. That's right. That macaroni and cheese, ham hocks. You know what I'm saying? What a great career that he finished up with. St. John's Prep started out as Eagle in the Eagles Nest, Brooklyn, and then finished up strong with 2 city championships at St. John's Prep, and finished his career with 3 city championships.
Yeah, and on the all league list both years when he was at St. John's Prep, a big time winner. Comes from that college basketball DNA, and gonna be a great leader of a program. And I think Soul Food may not start out where he wants to, but by the end of it, he's gonna be in a great spot, finishing a great career, and this kid could do whatever he wants in the future.
Yeah, definitely kid who I think if he gets to a nice
Soul Food will probably be president one day, Pooh.
definitely gets to a nice Division II program, or even
Oh yeah, listen, his best basketball's ahead of him. Like I said, by senior year, it wouldn't surprise me if he was running some D1 program somewhere, or an All-American Division II guy. He's just going to be playing great basketball somewhere. That's all I know, and definitely worthy of the list.
that's a fact.
Who you got next, man? This is a pretty sharp list. I got not too many complaints right now.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the comments. That's it. That's it. When we load them up. Dave Joint, Scooter just sent me this. I want to give him a shout out to Scooter. He says, Dave Joint says, Scooter, your words on Pool's live stream have become prophecy. Said they're killing Stepanek in the comments. Wow. Nationals. Wow. I gotta call Scooter for this. See what's happening. This is crazy. I'm getting that live right then and there. This kid went from top 10 to almost not mentioned at all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. This kid right here.
Talk to me.
Again. Okay. Okay. Let's just put them up. And you'll understand what I'm talking about, because this kid right here slid down, I think, 8 or 9 spots to number 18. PJ Singleton. Give me your thoughts on PJ Singleton before I
I've always had really high expectations like you for PJ. Started off at Lockland, really settled in at Canarsie. And at times has looked like, one of the most dominant players in the league. The thing is, we always feel like sometimes you're left wanting more with PJ. The talent's there, the potential's there. I just think the consistency never matched what my expectations or maybe yours were too. And, for a guy that, committed to a D1 team, and like you talk about, you want to see those dominant performances almost night in and night out, those 30 balls, those things where you control the whole game. I just feel like we didn't see enough of those. And, his raw talent and I think his ability keeps him in the top 20. But, definitely wanted to see a little bit more out of PJ this year.
I agree. Couldn't say it even better, B. Like that is I really, and again, I didn't want to get put too much of my personal feelings in it. I had to go on, this I'm just gonna keep it real. Me and Tiny had a debate about this, and um, really just gotta look at the whole thing and say, a kid who, has accomplished what he has accomplished, and also one of the few kids in the PSAL who have garnered a Division I scholarship, gotta mean something.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's not like he hasn't put up numbers. It's just
Right.
we expect so much out of this young man, and he's overcome so much in his personal life, and he's such a strong kid, and I think he's going to learn from this and probably play his best basketball at Austin P, who's obsessed with him, can't wait to get him on campus, and really believe in him. So we'll see. I think it wouldn't surprise me if PJ was in the lineup next year and cooking, but there's also that side where PJ can kind of get lost. So I'm always pulling for him. I want the best for him. I know you do too. So, congrats to him making the top 20, and hope he continues to keep going up as a player.
And listen, again, that's another thing which I kind of made sure I kept in mind, right? All the things that this kid had went through personally throughout the year, and still overcame it, and still was able to do amazing things throughout the year. Still no excuse, but again, still deservedly so.
And in 2 years, Pooh, he could be a top 5 guy on this list, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that potential, but we got to see it. So, congrats to PJ being in the top 18. Can't wait to see him at the next level. But I think we kind of nailed it for that one.
All right.
Last two, baby. 19, 20. Who is gonna make it? Who's getting left out? Who you got?
This kid right here has again Staten Island Jakes winner, Chris Albino, is the real deal. Okay, 900 and some. I think he scored 1,000 points. He lit everybody up. Nobody couldn't really stop this kid. I watched him score 41 points and carrying his team over Eagle Queens.
Yeah.
And doing what he did to lead everyone out on Staten Island, where sometimes the talent can get lost and forgotten about, right?
Yeah, shout out Staten Island, man, for sure. This is almost a culmination of the whole area that Pooh's kind of doing a tribute right here because they deserve it. Albano was incredible down the stretch. I mean, he had a tremendous year. Did it a lot without a great supporting cast. His coach does a good job of maximizing those other guys, but Albano really was everything for those guys. Had a tremendous senior year, and really awesome to see him on this list. It's cool. I love it.
Yeah. Nobody thought that Wagner was going to do what they did.
Yeah, Pooh, people might not have had this kid even in the top 50 in the preseason, but man, What a year. What a year.
I definitely didn't have him
on your radar, right? Not even probably
Not at all.
Shout out Wagner, man. Awesome.
No doubt. Hold on.
The final spot, man. A lot of controversy with this pick.
Who do you think it should be?
Man, there's so many guys. It's crazy.
Who do you think? I'm gonna see if you can guess the last one.
Man, I mean, just off the top of my head, I'm trying to think if we missed anybody. I mean, the boys at Eagle BK, Jaden Howard, and those guys were awesome. Donnie and Dylan Leon, and Dockery. I mean, Dockery was so good. Elijah King and those guys were awesome too. Gio, couple other PSL guys, awesome years. I'm trying to think. Justin Delgado, another guy. Man, who could it be? Who you got? Oh, the King. That, you know what? I should have known. King Tut, man. King Tut and the King of Queens really did their thing. I'm actually really happy with this pick, Pooh. I think you nailed it. This was the pick. This was the pick. I
Again,
think Tut really had a great year. And listen, Forest Hill's a freaking 3 seed. Come on, dude. Pooh, we got to give them credit. We got to give them credit.
this kid is such a tough cookie.
The
Been
King.
balling out of his mind. And again, I always say, invest in your future.
Yeah.
And he's another sophomore that I think is going to keep the city on their backs to make sure that we keep that momentum going. And Forest Hill, Coach Bentley had a great year, and I couldn't forget him off this list, even though we we debated about him having another player on the list. And I was like, be the 4A Brooklyn team or Bronx team and holler at me. and we joke, that's my guy.
It's just so hard. It's so hard to crack these lists, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for Tut to make this is such a indictment of not only how good he's been, but how good the whole program's been. To be honest, this is like Forest Hill's coming in at number 20 to me. So shout out the whole program, coach, the King of Queens, and the King Tut, man. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. It could have been Dockery. If they win the city championship, I think Dockery gets
It could have been, listen,
right?
Gio's another guy up there. Elijah King was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian Hinestroza, another guy who could have been right up there.
Yeah.
Some really good guys right outside the top 20. No doubt. Justin Delgado, another guy. So many good players.
And yes, CK,
Barry.
King Tut is only a sophomore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Monster.
Look at this. Look at this. There you go, Mike. There you go. This is what I'm saying, man. Listen, leave it up to your God, man. I'm going to get it right.
And now, Pooh, you also said there's some superlatives now. We got to wrap up. I know you got the top 20, but you got some other awards I know that you wanted to make sure we talked about.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Listen.
Who did you end up going with?
Sixth man of the year.
For sixth man of the year, because we talked about it. We talked about how it's probably going to come from the PSAL, even though I think, what's his name? I wanted to throw in Coco was definitely in the mix from the Catholic school side. Thought he was freaking awesome off the bench.
Josh Rivera could have been
another guy. He even started some games half the year. I don't even know if I'd consider him. But man, what a guy off the bench, I guess. But I think I'm leaning, like you said all year, I thought it was a bit of a two-man race between Dylan Leon and Ryan Edwards. So I can't wait to see who you ended up going with.
Listen, this is.
Now I want to say there's some favoritism because I know you love Dylan Leon.
Dylan Leon, that of course.
You've been pushing Dylan Leon to me for a long time.
And his dad coached at Lincoln.
Yep.
He's a Coney Island kid.
I know you love the Leons too.
But I had to keep it real, man.
Mr. Journalism, listen, don't ever say my guy Pooh is a homer, man. This is a lot of respect. And I think this has a lot to do with them winning the championship, man.
And him getting MVP.
And he's a back-to-back champion, Pooh. Let's call it what it is.
Back-to-back MVPs.
How about that?
And listen, he said, yeah, I took it personal. I'm listening to what y'all saying.
Yeah.
There's no way we could have denied him Sixth Man of the Year award after the performance he had in the championships when it all mattered.
I agree. I thought Dylan Leon led the whole way, and I thought Ryan Edwards stole it from him at the end.
I think even if they had similar games, Dylan steals this award. If they had similar games, Dylan steals this award.
I agree. But Mr. Edwards, I know Coach Kiggins is going to be proud of this one too, and Coach Rose is going to be happy for his boy. This is a big award, and I'm proud of this guy. He definitely deserves it. Real quiet, reserved kid. But, Pooh, you could tell the people that weren't in that little hallway locker room how happy were these guys for Ryan Edwards that he was able to take home that hardware, man? It meant a lot to them that he won.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It meant a lot to the whole team.
Of course.
Because they know he went through so much. They
So
know,
much to make the move.
him struggling with his confidence, with his attitude, sometimes not being a team player because he felt like, he deserves so much, not knowing he's coming on to a new team. And he's the one that had to adjust. They didn't have to adjust to him. He was the one who had to adjust.
Yeah, and he did. He accepted his role off the bench. He was a killer, and he was crucial for them in the win. I don't think they win without him.
No doubt. Let's look at this real quick.
I can't wait to see who you got for Rookie of the Year next, big dog. Oh, what a race.
Hold on. There we go.
Huge putback tip. How important has he kind of been to this team's success?
It means been a lot, man. Tyler was going through stuff. He told us that he got us and we got him, just trying to push through. On that last play, we was all trying to fight for the rebound. We got the better hand on them. Tyler's very strong, I feel like he fight with his heart, and he showed that on the floor today.
No doubt. And Ryan,
Let me ask
go ahead.
a question. There was a time when you went to the bench, and the first person that came to, the second person that came to was Tyler, right? How close is your relationship? And can you give us an insight of what he was telling you at that point?
I mean, like all of us, I know we represent the Bronx, but most of us are from Harlem. So I knew Tyler since he's young, about like 8-9 years. Same thing with Ryan. So that relationship had just been something that we built over time. So him just pulling me together, my emotions is high. Got a little frustrated, natural thing. So he just tried to get me back in the game, and that's what he did. He talked to me. He told me, "Yo, you got this. We need you. Lock in." That's what I tried to do for my team.
Brotherhood.
No doubt, no doubt. And Ryan, you come over to this program, a lot of expectations. You not only take your role off the bench, you almost master it. But I know today you took it personal that you were going to have an impact on this game. Talk about how much this game meant to you and how much this team has trusted in you all year.
Man, all the hard work and dedication I put in, coming in the morning at 7 a.m. every day. Yeah, even pushing the mirror time to come in the morning as well, just to get better.
And now, Ryan, I got to ask you, when you guys see Denham Trotman go down, do you guys get fired up? Did you say anything to each other like, we got to pull this out for Denham? What was the kind of message when you saw Denham kind of limping and going to the lock?
I kind of lifted him up and told him, yeah, we're gonna bring him home. So
Y'all ready?
Hey, look.
A man, a few words, man, but I love that kid.
Great job, 2B. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Who was freshman of the year? You know who I was leading to. All year I was pumping this kid.
There was some freaking good freshmen.
There's a lot of good freshmen. There was
And
a lot of good freshmen.
All the ones that we saw at times, especially at St. Francis Prep, we saw some of those young kids really stepping up. But after those playoffs, I don't know how you don't give it to that man over in Queens. But what are you thinking?
Man, most definitely. This young man did all. I watched this young man when he was playing with LWA as an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And him going to bat, with Anderson Diaz and going up against, Caleb and all those guards that Tiny had out there.
Yeah.
And for him to come out the way he did and help lead his team up against that Monster Stepanak team and kind of leading the charge and let everybody know that he's the future.
Him and Wilson were going to work, man. Things are bright at Holy Cross. That kid is fearless. I'm expecting to see him on some older teams on the circuit. And I'm excited to see this kid's future because he can go, man. He can fill it up. He can run the offense. He's with one of the best guard developers in the country. He's got Coach Grant. I mean, this guy's in a perfect situation to succeed, with Turnage. These guys, he is going to be a star in the Catholic League.
My only advice is Don't leave. Don't leave.
No rush. No rush to it.
You playing with a dynamic big man where y'all could just tour the country and do damage and put your name in the lights.
Everybody's going to want to see this kid next year in Peyton Wilson. So, listen, you're in a great spot. There's, like you said, there's no rush. This league's going to have a ton of young talent. And I see that comment, Eli Murray. Absolutely. Eli Murray was the favorite during the year. He had some monster moments. But in that playoff game, Malachi Miller stole the show, man. It's hard not to give it to that kid. Malachi Miller, special player, a big-time future. Great pick.
And that's what, for me, adds to my over Eli, right?
Yeah. Just the way it finished. Just the way you finished. Those games mean double, even 10x sometimes. And in that game, in that moment, that kid was one of the best players on the floor, surrounded by McDonald's All-Americans. Let's call it what it is.
For sure. I'm going with Mally Miller from Holy Cross or Eli Murray for saying, yeah, those are the two. Those are the two that we were battling with.
Yeah, and Austin
For
Dotton
sure.
up there, some other guys.
Yeah.
That kid from Nazareth, if he might have been up the whole year, he might have had it. I mean, there was some
Young
some
kid
really
from Mount
good-
St. Michael's is good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They there was just so many. Avian at Cardinal Hayes.
Yeah.
When Shiloh got on the court, so many guys.
All right. So let's get to it. We named everybody else. You gotta get to the player of the year. Y'all already know who it is. If y'all don't, y'all better
Don't
live
get
under a rock.
nervous now.
Okay. No doubt.
The
Player of
champ.
the year.
The champ. The future Spartan, Pooh.
No doubt.
Like we always talked about, I always joke about that he's going to get drafted by the Kings at some point. This kid is box office. He was a McDonald's All-American, 4-time champion, even was hurt and refused to not play for the boys. Even when he could have sat out and been a me guy, he just isn't. He's on my Mount Rushmore at Stepanak, and just an all-time great in the league. Easy pick for MVP, Pooh. I don't know what else to say, man. He's just the best.
Nah, Josiah Jervis definitely deserves everything, man. Such a humble kid. Can't wait to see him on the next level.
Man.
He's going to one of my favorite schools. He's going to play for
Right.
one of my favorite coaches.
Our favorite coach, our favorite college coach, man.
Yeah,
I'll be watching every game he's playing in next year.
for sure. For sure.
Not bad, Pooh. I think you did your thing, baby. I know
we
the
made
comments
it through.
spicy hot.
Listen, as long as you don't say nothing disrespectful, everybody can have their own opinion. It's all good. It's all good, man. Did we leave anything out? I know I had something. Did we leave anything out? Anything out? No, I don't think we left anything out. I think we put.
Did you pick a coach of the year?
Oh yeah. We did that already. If everybody don't know, Kevin Hamilton was definitely coach of the year. Kevin Hamilton was coach of the year. We did that early. We did that early on. Had to give it to Coach Kev Hamilton. He won Class Crown Coach of the Year. So definitely well deserved. Done a great job with his team. Couldn't win the big one, but of course he did what he had to do on the coaches end to prove that he's still one of the top tier coaches in the city.
No doubt.
For sure.
I'm impressed, Pooh. I really liked it.
Well, I appreciate you always having my back, B. Always have my back, no matter what. You always have my back.
That's right, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So those of you who missed it, it's Kev Hamilton right here, Coach of the Year. 10 Division I scholarship players, 520 wins, 3 division titles, 2 Brooklyn Borough chips, 2 city championships, 100% graduation rate. What else can you ask for?
Yeah. And, getting all those kids to the next level is what it's all about. And, listen, shout out to everyone on the list. congratulations. You know, you guys worked really hard. And everyone not on the list, hope you're motivated, especially if you're coming back. And listen, you know Pooh's Instagram if you need to vent and, you know, give him some.
Oh, just put me out there. Throw me to the wolves. All right. All right.
Make sure you retweet that list, baby. Make sure you retweet that list.
Oh, yeah. And salute to everybody who came out. I just got to put this up real quick. This weekend.
Shout out Tippy, man. That was
sure.
I was fired up to see that. Let's go.
You helped throughout the years get
Favorite.
to the next level. Those kids who a lot of people gave up on, a lot of people didn't believe in, you got to the next level. Kids who graduated who are now grown men, and I see them when they come back and how they revere you. Like, how many years have you been in this space?
How many years have you been in this space? I've been in this game for a good 50 years right now. And as I mentioned before, both as a coach, I started out as a young coach, like everyone else wants to win that championship with that trophy. As time went on, I realized there was more of a need for individual skill training. So I continued doing training. And then beyond that, I realized even more, these young men and women really need more mentorship. And an opportunity to get into college, get jobs before and after college, and just to continue to be the best person.
Run off some of the names. You don't got to name everyone because we'll be here for. It's like a few names of all the kids that came through.
I can't wait to hear this.
That benefited from.
Well, back to the early days, you have
very windy
Stephon
out there,
Marbury,
too.
You have Leon Stevenson, Sebastian Telfair,
Lincoln.
but then as I realized that a lot of these guys probably already had some support system behind them anyway, then I started gravitating more to the ones that actually didn't. And then I got well, even back then I had Jawal Kinsey, never played high school ball, never really played any AAU other than Brooklyn USA, which I was a part of. But then, as I said, as time went on,
Y'all ready?
Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable, man. One of the best guys and one of the first guys to put his arm around me at a game and always say if I need anything, he's there. So shout out Tippy, man, and all those media guys who are great.
All right, question. So Mason, who you think will be the best player in Captain School League next year?
Whoa, I'm letting Boo answer that first. It's a good question.
That is a very good question. It's actually Tiny and I was talking yesterday. He was asking me who do I think will be the best player coming back next year. I said it's gonna be tough. I said as far as PSL, Lee probably will be coming back as number one.
Yeah, definitely.
In the Captain School League, man, that's up for grabs right now.
How about if I had to throw someone out as a preseason? Let's throw out Johnny Magna for me. That's who I'll
Okay. I can see
But
that.
I agree with you. It's up for
I can
grabs.
see that. I can see that. Because he's the only one coming back, at least who has a Division I scholarship right now.
Yeah. And it's already committed. But Pua, a good point in that question, which I would add too, is it going to be a senior? Might not be. There's some good young bucks, man.
Bryce Yancey was this close for making my list, man.
Yeah, another guy. How about Amadou? How about the big man Barry?
He's supposed to have made my list. Again, that was some of the things I battled with.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be him, and I was going to take Hunter off, but I couldn't just penalize Hunter for one game.
Yeah, and Hunter was big time in at Queens to make sure that they won the title, and he was great the year too.
Yeah. So Amadou, man, keep working, man. We see what you're doing, brother.
Oh, I love Amadou, man. That's my guy.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I got through it. We got through it. Thank you.
You killed it, Pooh. You killed it, man.
Thank you.
The highlights were awesome too.
I'm just waiting for them, to be in the comments, and it's gonna be crazy because
now, like I said, now my guy goes into hibernation for a little while. You don't see him anymore, and like I said, I got the hit marker on me all over the circuit. So
Listen,
I'll be taking shots while my guys hanging out in the bunker.
and I don't think, you know what? I'm gonna make y'all wait till I put it up. I may just put it up Friday. Y'all gonna have to watch the show.
I
Get the
love
numbers.
that.
Get the numbers on the show. Make sure you subscribe, like, share the content.
That's right, man. Sometimes
what
you
it
got to
is.
reward those listeners, man. Like the old people that listened for those radio calls, right? Pooh, you were a Little Orphan Annie guy. I know you were.
Yo, we had TV back then. I could still watch the TV, bro. We had TV.
Attaboy.
We had TV. You know, you was born in the color age, man. I go back to the black and whites, brother. I go back to the
How
black
many
and
channels
white.
were on that thing?
4 or 5 channels. No remote control.
I love it, man.
Had
Yep.
to turn it off.
Slapping the side of it, man. Trying to fix it.
That's right. That's right. We didn't have the changeable CDs.
Oh.
We had to stack the records on the top, and after one finish, the other one come down. It's like, come on, I'm from that era, man. I'm from that
Hey,
era.
I wish we could go back, dude. I would go back if I could.
Listen, I'm so happy that I was born in the years that I was born. So salute to all the people out there. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you riding with us. Self-made.
No
CK.
doubt.
Appreciate you guys. Yes, watch out
No
for Steve
doubt.
President Cup next year for sure.
Especially with the rumors of people coming that might be coming in, man.
Already
the rumor
know.
mill's going crazy, Pooh.
That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. See y'all. Yo, B. Holla at you, brother.
Till next show, baby. See you guys next time. Later.
No doubt. Peace.
Peace.